Good. The regular meeting of the South County Board of Education will be called to order. Roll call. Thomas Blakely.
Here.
Brian Casey is excused. I am Stephanie Cogan. Rose Gigliello. Michael Keane.
Here.
David Keel.
Here.
Christopher Larrabee.
Here.
Robert Misick.
Here.
And James Ryan is also excused. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, please take a look at the minutes of the last board meeting. And when you do, I will take a motion to approve. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's regular board meeting of May 30th and then special meeting of June. And Mr. Masick. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent update, Dr. Perry.
Good evening, thank you all. We've got a number of things going on. Today was our last day of classes at the high school, so congratulations to the classes and all of our high school students. We move on to exams. Graduation is coming up on June 23rd. We also have our middle school moving up ceremonies on Thursday, the 22nd, and then Friday morning, the 23rd. This week, we have the opportunity for Charlie's Playground. Where Angels Play Foundation is here to help build that playground. It's been over a year in our community and fundraising going on. We're excited to see that, and we'll do groundbreaking tomorrow. And hopefully by Saturday, we'll have a brand new playground that's inclusive for all of our students. So really looking forward to the progress for that. Earlier this evening, the board had an update from SEI Design, our architects, to give us some feedback and update on our current capital project, which was approved in October of 2022. We will be providing some updates via our website and detailed plans as to where we are with that process within the next 2 weeks. But we are moving along. The summer is mostly the design and feedback stage. By the fall, we'll be submitting designs to State Education Department for the plans of breaking ground next summer of 24 for stage 1. So we're looking forward to that information. Earlier this week, I also provided some updates on the proposed resolution that's presented before us tonight related to the mascots. And we have some further conversations and things like that if the board would like. But we are in a situation where we do have a rebranding committee. We've been working since the fall to identify some possible future mascots. The initial hope was to be able to keep our nickname of the Raiders. The State Education Department and Board of Regents have voted as of May 3rd that that is not a possibility. And so we are in the process of looking at all the factors. What the state requires at this point in time is just a commitment to consider the changes. So there will be not an immediate change over, but we have up to 2 years to be able to research, to design, and make those adjustments as well. So that's all I have.
Dr. Perry, you said there was a meeting coming up. I believe that you invited us to that meeting. All the board. I mean, when is that?
Just earlier tonight, we had met at 5:30.
Okay. Never mind.
You caught the tail end of Mr. Keel as you came in, but we had met to go over the mascot and also to look at the updates related to the architects. But we'll have more information coming out. Everything that we previewed tonight, we'll share with the public as well.
I spoke to Mr. Ryan today, and we came up with several new ideas.
And that's okay too, but
Mr. Ryan was involved in?
it's one of the things we talked with our communication specialist, Kara Conato, tonight. We are going to share potential names in the future and then also seek some community feedback, student feedback. So if you got a good one, hold on to it. We're listening at this point in time. So thank you.
And Mr. Keel, if you'd like, right after the meeting, we can fill you in on what happened. Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Dr. Perry. New business, Rose.
I got to go read to the kindergartners at Forest Park again. I love it now. For the first graders, I don't get to see them as much. But it's been a great experience. They're great kids, totally impressed with them. I was talking to the teacher for a few minutes, and they went to the next activity, got all their stuff. Just a wonderful experience. So I highly recommend it next year if you guys want to hook up with Classroom. I had more fun than they did, I'm sure. And also I got to go Save the Earth
Mhm.
at Roselville, and those presentations were awesome too. Great with kids, a lot of fun. And I know other people were there too, so it's been, I'm looking forward to Charlie's Playground in a couple days.
Yeah, how fast that's gonna happen. That's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
If you haven't read
Yeah.
the book, read the book.
Read the book. All right, very good. Thank you. Mr. Keel?
Does anybody want to know anything about Brazil or Italy or Egypt? Because I'm an expert now because I went to the third grade kids' presentations today.
Nice.
And they had three separate rooms where I learned so many things about Brazil from all the kids in one particular class. Then I went to another room where Italy was being described, and then we went to Egypt as well. So it was fun because those kids are enthusiastic, and it's great to see their interaction, and it was fun. And I also had fun because I got to 2 out of the 3 of the high school music concerts.
Mhm,
The orchestras were for one night,
mhm.
the bands were one night. I missed the choruses. I'm sure they were equally as good. They were all wonderful. So congratulations to the musicians and the leaders of our musicians in our district. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Keel. We're just gonna go around the room. TJ?
Hey, hello. I just want to say first, congratulations to all our spring athletes that have been named to Section All-Stars. It's a great accomplishment for all of our athletes to do that and compete. We had some very successful seasons. Our softball team was very successful. Baseball made playoffs, and our track team has done tremendously well at states this year. So kudos to those guys. I had the opportunity to attend signing day for all our student athletes who are moving on to continue their athletic careers in college. I want to thank Mr. Romer for putting that together for not just our D1 athletes, but also our athletes who are going to D2, D3, and JUCO schools. I think it's important to highlight those individuals as well. And I also had the opportunity to attend the Civil War Forum at Sand Creek. It was a really awesome display of a lot of artifacts from the Civil War, military uniforms, and the kids were having a blast trying out all the different things they had on the table. So kudos to Sand Creek for putting that together for their social studies students.
Very good. Thank you very much. Mr. Larrabee?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I also went to that presentation, and my one question that I asked was how many somebody from the New York State Museum was there. So I had a poll of how many students have been to the New York State Museum, and there's just to let everybody know, there's room for improvement out there.
There's room for improvement.
If you haven't been there, attend it.
They have a great.
Just a couple of quick things. Just congratulations to the newly, after I think, I believe tonight, or they already have been, tenured teachers in our district. And congratulations to all the new hires going forward. And congratulations to all the retirements. It's a lot of years, a lot of amazing teachers, educators, anybody that works for a district that's retiring, they did a great job. So
Mhm.
congratulations.
True. Very good. Thank you very much. Michael?
I have not been out of my office as much, so I have not been into the classroom like my counterparts. I was able to get to signing day like TJ. Tremendous. I know there were 23 there, and I believe 4 others back in November. So 27 student athletes, great representation, male and female athletes. So tremendous job by all of those. Good luck to our track stars that are heading to nationals. Sounds like they had a successful fundraiser yesterday. And that is all I have.
That was very good. Thank you.
A lot's been
Mr.
covered.
Meeks?
Yeah, a lot's been covered. I just wanted to, last Thursday was the girls lacrosse banquet. I just want to recognize Stephanie Cogan. She's been very busy. She's on the committee for the scholarship. So I just wanted to recognize Ms. Cogan for doing that and extra time. She gave a great speech to the girls, and so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's why you sit next to me.
That's right.
I just have a few things. Reminder to the board and our admins. I got this from Mrs. Berner from Shaker Road. The third graders have been working tirelessly on their grade-wide play, Rumpus in the Rainforest. And with a name like that, you've just got to go. We'd love to invite the board to attend. It begins 10 a.m. on Friday. Unfortunately, I have a work commitment, so I won't be able to be there, but please, if you can, be there.
Shaker Road, you said?
Shaker Road, 10 a.m. Roselleville Save the Earth, terrific. Lacrosse banquet, they still love us. That's great. My husband is a coach, even though we don't have any girls playing anymore. He remains a coach for the third and fourth graders. Civil War Day was very interesting too. If you don't know this, our school district is coming upon the 75th anniversary, and there's already a lot of ideas in motion for our big celebrations in the 23-24 school year. And lastly, I just got to give a shout out to our own Jacqueline McAllister. I was able to attend the Association of School Business Officers, right? And Jacqueline got a wonderful award. Jacqueline, tell us exactly what that was.
The new school business official leader of the year award.
There you go. A round of applause. And that is that. Thank you all very much. Very good stuff. This is a really super busy.
Excuse me, but does anybody else know any other things that are going, that we've gotten invited to? It's hard to keep track. Anything else that,
Amber's been doing a super job of putting
Yes.
everything on the district calendar.
It
If
is
you're invited, it's on there,
Mhm.
on your board
on
calendar.
the board
You
calendar.
go into the Google Calendar.
We can review afterwards, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
review that. Make sure.
And there was a lot for June.
There's a lot. You can spend a lot of time in South County stuff.
And I feel bad, because I have the day off, but not really.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Dr. Perry, any communications?
There was one from Tom Scalacci, who is a class of 82 40th reunion representative. He had asked about the mascot, whether or not the district had reached out to any of the Five Nations, Mohawks, Oneidas, and Onondagas, Cayuga, or Seneca, how they feel about the mascot. And he said, thank you. So
Good.
I'll respond back to Tom and let him know. The state regulations are pretty clear as to whether you can do that. If you haven't previously had some type of agreement with the nations, then you can't form new pacts at this point.
No.
But even from that year, because I thought Mahonison had something, and I thought they were on that list of, we're one of 13 that is going through this locally.
Yeah, Mr. Keene, there's probably well over 200 districts statewide. I had given you a list of upstate New York and central New York of the ones that are impacted at this point in time. There's several in other parts of the state and going down towards Westchester County. Those areas.
Good. Thank you very much. All right, item number 7, board committee reports and action items. You have a clickable link to the report of the Academic Achievement / Graduation Hall of Fame. Mr. Keough, committee chair, will be available to answer any questions regarding the report of the meeting that was held May 30th, 2023. Hearing no questions, we'll move on to 7B, policy. Mr. Larrabee.
Good evening. My name is Chris Larrabee, and I'm the Policy Committee Chair. So for policy, we have a first reading, and then we have a single reading and approval. Any possible questions for myself or Dr. Perry that we can answer?
it's not necessarily germane to these particular policy, but I was wondering about the fact that for our school budget vote, our residents, is it available to vote before the day of the vote? Can you vote? Can you come to a central place and vote? Not, I don't mean absentee, but
Just absentee.
Just absentee ballots.
is that something that would be feasible, or is it?
It's not allowed by law at this point in time. So unless the law was changing for school budget votes.
You have to vote within the hours of your polls.
Oh.
So our polls, we put our legal notice 10 a.m. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they can vote by absentee ballot.
New York State election allows for early election law, but we don't have
Not for
anything
school.
like
This is
that.
different.
Unless it's absentee.
Anything else?
That's it, so I got right down to the,
Yep.
on behalf of the policy committee, upon the motion made by committee chair member Christopher Larrabee, recommendations that the revisions made to the above stated policies. 5405, 5431, 5450, 5454, 5500, 5660, 5800, 5421, 5425, 5450.1, and 9290 be approved as presented.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, agenda item number 8, reports and recommendations for action. This is letters A through K. That goes to the bottom of page 7. Please take a minute. Let's take a look at this.
Question on D2. Those OT services, would those be beyond what our current OT?
That's beyond what our staff can do and like our teachers.
Just more from a capacity standpoint?
Yes.
Anything else? Dr. Perry, anything that you'd like to mention?
No, I was just looking at the items we're declaring as surplus. I asked Mr. Backus about the obsolete bookshelves, but they're apparently built in, so as they're pulling them out,
It's just,
they'll dismantle the items.
in other words, they're not the short stacks you
Yeah.
might see if you relocate
We're not
most of the ones on the wall. Some, yeah.
The ones that are reusable, we'll be looking for that.
Very good. All right, I will accept a motion to approve these reports. Mr. Larrabee, Mr. Blakely. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, personnel instructions. Those are located on pages 13 through 19. Yes, and again, congratulations. That's quite a good list of tenured staff. Mr. Robalotti, is there anything of note you'd like to make?
I'll echo the sentiments that it's a great accomplishment for our teachers who are being recognized for tenure today. We have some here with us today. Thank you for joining us. If you want to tell the board who you are and where you teach, they probably would appreciate it.
I'm Victoria Isaacs. I teach English over at the high school. Catherine McGann, King. I teach math at Leishman. Jennifer Blinsky. I teach, co-teach special ed, 5th grade at Leishman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations all.
Congratulations.
Also,
We also have Janae Vanderpool here today. You see her on here twice, one for leave and second she'll be taking on the role of administrative dean at Leishman next year. So congratulations.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
And Mr. Duffy just comes here a lot, so we should just give. And then just regular, business people being appointed and hiring and going through the cycle. We had a little bit of a break, so there's a lot of names on here.
Yeah.
Welcome to all our new staff. We have some really excited staff members coming on board. Another good round of hiring.
Very good. All right. If there's no other questions, I will entertain a motion. Rose Gigliello and Mr. Masek, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Personnel support, pages 20 through 27. That's a lot of pages.
Steve's been holding out on us. A lot of these are reappointments of temporary positions. We have a lot of monitors and other staff that have to be reappointed every year, so it's a significant number of pages. They're not all new employees, they're just annual.
Oh, gotcha.
We thought you were busy.
Very good.
And just a quick circle back to both, a huge thank you to anyone who's helping out this summer. There's a large number of teachers on here for summer school, TAs, monitors, bus drivers, and summer's an important part of our programming, K through 12. So thank you for them giving up their time in the summer to help our kids get to school and also to educate them. So
Yeah, so that's a lot of bus drivers. Thank you very much. Lots of monitors. Thank you. And the building and grounds cannot be beat. Thank you very much. So if the board approves, I will take a motion for the approval of this, Mr. Larrabee and Mr. Blakely. Very good. All in favor? Any opposed? No, motion carries. All right, number 11. Do you want to say anything about this?
Sure, this is an agreement with the South County Teachers Association and the district for coverage when certified substitutes are not available. Our teachers have volunteered to cover classes. We put this in during the pandemic for a few years. It was successful. And our teachers have agreed to provide that coverage for the next 5 years. And we're very fortunate to have that. Oftentimes, it's difficult to find teachers on a moment's notice when somebody becomes ill, and our teachers step up at the elementary, middle, and high school level. This helps to compensate them, as well as our teaching assistants who may be covering classes, oftentimes at the elementary level. So.
Thank you very much. May I have a motion? Ms. Gigliello, Mr. Keen?
Yeah.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 12, Memorandum of Agreement, Civil Service Employees Association, Local 1000, AFS-CME, AFL-CIO, South Colony Central School District, Unit of Albany County, Local 801. I wish I would have had you say that, Dr. Perry. Please go ahead.
I'm going to defer this one. This is our CSEA bargaining group, our second largest, but I want to give the props to both Jacqueline and Chris, who were part of our negotiating team and helped us secure a new agreement with CSEA. We're proud of the work they do, and it's a very valued group in our organization, but one that we wanted to try to help support and increase the overall collective bargaining agreement. So.
We opened their contract early to be able to provide, some wage increases for some of our hardest working staff. We were able to come to an agreement, and they voted last week and approved it overwhelmingly, so we're very happy with that. Many of our staff are getting, great cost of living wages increases that we have not seen, in a few years, so we're excited to put this forward to the board.
Good. Any questions? I will have a motion. Mr. Blakely, second. Rose, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Number 13, Collective Bargaining Agreement, South Colony Administrators Association.
This is the agreement that was proposed for our administrative group. It's in line with our contracts. In terms, it's a 5-year agreement, and we're recommending that for approval this evening.
May I have a motion? Ms. Gigliello, second. Mr. Mesick, thank you. All in favor? Any opposed? Carried, please. All right, number 14, resolution to direct discontinuation of Indigenous mascot.
So I'll just give an update. We had previously discontinued the use of the Raider Indian, the mascot that had been used in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. and phase that out of our daily usage back in the early mid-2000s and throughout 2015. The State Board of Regents voted on May 3rd to require districts to remove or discontinue formally any name, image, or likeness related to those mascots, if you're still using those names or had any previous history to those names. That's what is presented here. The district, if approved, has up to 2 years to be in compliance with the new regulations that take effect July 1.
All right, thank you very much. I will take a motion to approve. Mr. Mason. Mr. Larrabee. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It is carried. Number 15, resolution.
This is a resolution for separation agreement with a particular individual. It was presented to the board previously, and Mr. Ryan has already briefed us on the terms of that agreement.
All right, may I have a motion? Mr. Keene, Mr. Blakely. This is a roll call vote. Mr. Blakely?
Yes.
Brian Casey excused. Stephanie Cogan, yes. Rose Gigliello.
Yes.
Michael Keene.
Yes.
David Keel.
Yes.
Christopher Larrabee.
Yes.
Robert Misick.
Yes.
And Mr. Ryan is excused. The motion carries. Number 16, resolution.
This is a separation agreement with a CSEA employee. We were briefed on this previously with Mr. Ryan. We've come to terms with this employee for separation effective June 30th.
All right. May I have a motion? Mr. Keene, Mr. Larrabee. This is also a roll call vote. Thomas Blakely,
Yes.
Brian Casey excused. Stephanie Cogan, yes. Rose Gigliello,
Yes.
Michael Keene,
Yes.
David Keel,
Yes.
Christopher Larrabee,
Yes.
Robert Misick,
Yes.
and James Ryan is excused. The motion carries. Number 17, future meetings. It takes us almost through the summer,
Yeah, we're getting to the end here.
getting to the end. Well, we just begin again.
Yes, that's true. Just please notice the times there. June 27th, audit and finance is at 5 o'clock, and the board meeting is scheduled at 6 o'clock, so that's an adjusted date. And then July 6th, our reorganization meeting is on a Thursday due to the holiday. Mr. Keely.
I was just wondering about the June 27th audit and finance. Typically, it's not a very long meeting. You think we need an hour or?
We do have, our internal auditor coming to present. I don't see it being extremely long, but we should give him an opportunity
sure.
to present his findings.
All right. Anything else?
We do anticipate executive session.
Okay, the board is going to enter into executive session at this time. I will take a motion. Mr. Blakely, second. Mr. Larrabee. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries
7:29.
7:29.
Steph, you're 2 for 2.
Boom, I was 1 minute late.
Yeah, come back. 1 minute longer than the last time.
I know, 1 minute longer.
That's good.
There was a lot of stuff.